Hola.
How much Cuban are you?
Oh yeah, that'll burn.
I'm only a little bit, 1/8.
I'm 50.
Oh, damn.
My dad's straight up from Cuba. Just like all my relatives.
2 seconds, it's gonna light, guaranteed.
My great grandma is straight off like the boat from Cuba.
It's pretty cool. Great grandma?
Yeah.
Did you ever meet her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of times.
Yeah,
My great grandpa is straight off the boat from Greece.
That's cool. Wait, straight off the boat from Greece? Yeah. That was definitely a journey. That was.
Amanda drove fucking 200, 300 miles. I think going up is harder, but maybe that's because we live here.
Yeah, it depends on your starting point.
I think going up is harder.
Yeah,
Does anybody want to say something? I'm recording.
Well, you take the same
Say
damn
something.
road.
I'll
I mean,
finish. Or I can start. This fire is kind of brings me back to when we lit fires and lived together in Boca. Well, you were there. We run around the neighborhood. Every single pile of furniture we saw, we collected. A door, a dresser, cabinets.
What's up, Richard?
We piled them up in our backyard. We went to the nearest gas station for whatever cash we had, which was usually about $3 together. And we filled up whatever coffee cups we had in our hands with gasoline. And as we drove back with our hands holding these furniture on the top of the roof and the drinks of gasoline kind of halfway spilling in our lap, Richard would say, "Oh, I'm an expert driver. Let me drift into the garbage can next to us." And our car would spin out of control. We'd spill the gasoline on our laps, and half of the furniture would fall off the roof.
Oh my God.
So then we regressed and let's not do that again. And
It's a great story.
That time we were at the shopping center and he tried to kill us.
that was one of the times.
Oh,
That was one of the times. That was one of them.
You know, it was,
So
There's many times like this.
I think Ace was with us one of these times, and we
Grab me one too?
we piled up these doors, furniture. It was about I want to say about 3 feet high over the fire. We dug a pit. The fire was huge. It woke. The backyard looked like daylight. It was so large. Our neighbors complained and called the fire department because it was so bright. We put a door on top of the fire. It halfway smothered it, and we stood on top of the door as the flames bursted around it, and we took pictures.
Richard's view.
Oh, yeah, that was so cool that day. We were like all running on top of the
We
door.
wrote our names on the door as it was burning.
Not his
and
actual beer, but
we were all in bare feet,
We got
standing
his
on top
actual
of
beer
fire
later.
with gasoline.
No,
This is beer of
I
choice.
loved those days so much because the best part was that we would like start pouring gas. We would like start pouring gas on the fire and stuff, and we would keep pouring and pouring. We'd keep trying to light it, and it wouldn't light. It would never light. And we were like,
It's hard to light.
what the fuck? This is gas. Like, this shit is known for being explosive. And then all of a sudden, like, we'd light it, and it would just explode in Jason's face, or like Richard would be like right on top of it or something, and just boom.
We had
I was
about
there one
4
of those
speakers set around it. We
was there
listened
one
to
of those.
Enya.
I had the idea
We were
to fill
listening
the
to
bottle with
Enya
gasoline,
while we were dancing around this
and put a
fire and
cork in
freaking
it.
out.
Oh,
because the cork would burn away eventually.
Once
Yeah.
it exploded,
And then
the
we dropped
dirt,
it in,
the
the
rocks
cork
around
burned,
the area
it
would
just
light.
fucking shoo into the air.
I got something to say now.
Okay.
It was just, the minute you told me, remember that video I recorded when we were at Boom like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
With me, you, and him? I immediately watched that, and it was just like, just 2 weeks ago, me and Richard were in the car jamming out to some dubstep. Just gonna have a good night.
The 2 days before, we were at the beach together. Just chilling out at the beach.
That's when you stopped by our house.
Yeah,
right?
I said hello. He had kava. He said he had it before, but he was enjoying it, and he actually got kicked out of the kava bar because he was so drunk. He
He got kicked out of Boom because he was too drunk.
That was the first.
I want to. It's a sad
the one-
thing to
that's the
say,
one you guys
but
are telling me
it's a
about?
sad thing
That
to
was-
say.
that
But I'm
was
gonna
the
say
one.
something.
But I stayed
Yeah.
outside and I took
He
care of
just,
him
like-
though, and then Jason came out and we took care of Richard.
Last night,
and so I was like trying to.
I think I should have invited him to Boom.
Richard
I didn't invite him because he got kicked out before. But had I invited him, you can't say what if. You can't say what if.
No.
You really can't. And
I was thinking,
that's what I'm getting past.
Addiction.
It's a hard thing to deal with right now. I can't deal with not inviting him to hang out with me because of how he was, and something happened because of how he was.
3 weeks ago, remember, he just showed up random. I was cooking dinner, and he just showed up at the door with a Pepsi and sat there for a while, and then he got up and left, and that's what I thought of today. It was like, damn it, we should have said, just stay for dinner, eat. But he felt like he was intruding, I guess, and he didn't stay.
It was like a good 20 minutes later. They were like, "All right, we need to throw him out of here."
Last
I know
time
what we
I
could've
hung out
done.
with him, he only remembered half the time I hung out with him. He blacked out.
That often?
This last Tuesday, he
Okay.
blacked out. He was the only one of us drinking. I don't know.
He was a
I'm
good
grabbing
person.
another beer. He was a fucking firefly.
He was a good person.
He was-
It's not like he
he
was one
was-
of
he
those
was a child.
douchebag
Jason, I want a better analogy.
Like-
Those are both.
drug people
Listen,
who are just
he was a
douchebags.
child.
He was just the
He was a
victim.
child.
He was just the victim of really shitty people taking advantage of him.
You give him DJ software, he's like, I don't know what's going on, but I'm mixing it and I think it
He was
sounds
just
good.
a really good person.
You give him glow sticks, he's like, "Wah!" He starts scaring people off the dance floor, he thinks he's a fucking pro. Anything, he's just like a child. Yeah, we were sitting outside the Halloween party by the fire. We have a picture of him crouched with his shirt over. He's like jumping around in his. He was like a fucking firefly.
Yeah.
Hell, he was full of life. He was jumpy, and he was very carefree.
Yeah.
He just did whatever felt right.
Yeah. He didn't worry about the consequences and always worked out.
There
for him.
was no consequences for him, which may not have been the best, but that was him.
Yeah. I think I've said it like 100 times, but my number one favorite memory of him was when Jason and I we had just gone to the store from the Boca House, and
Where's the Corona?
we had picked up beer and alcohol and some
getting it
and some
ready?
snacks and stuff.
What is that?
Corona.
I know what he's
And-
gonna do. No,
Where's
this
the
isn't-
Corona?
this isn't-
Tabasco.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where's the
yeah,
Yeah,
Corona?
that's
gonna
that's
do.
the
Where's the Corona?
Behind the
yeah.
post.
You gotta go.
Get it ready, Jason.
You didn't. You didn't hear the story as we were coming back. I know what he's gonna do. And we didn't finish your story,
Finish
please.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if we cared. That's all right.
Put my beer down for
The
this.
most recent memory. My most
We
recent
don't care.
memory of Richard. His new favorite thing was to take a Corona. He chugged about this much of it, and he filled the rest with a Bloody Mary mix. And because it's
Shook
Richard,
it up.
he didn't
That
tip
sounds
it
really
upside
intense.
down and tip it back slowly. He
That's not
was
Richard's
he was
style.
Richard.
Yeah, you would just take
He
that
stuck
shit.
his thumb in it. He shook the shit out of it. I know what I'm doing. Whoa! He went crazy shaking that shit until it exploded.
Jason, do you remember the day that he moved in? When I was there that day, and I just walked in all of a sudden.
Pasa?
I just started. No, not that one. Because he had been there for a few months after.
Yeah,
that.
yeah. What was the first night out?
No, he was lining up all these bottles and stuff like that, and then we're just in the kitchen. All of a sudden, we just hear. I mean, he had knocked over all of it. We had no idea what happened. He just the.
This isn't a twist off.
Yeah.
I need your feet.
No, I got it.
You got it too.
No, pick up your
Oh,
foot.
you got it on your keys or what?
He's got it on his sandal.
Oh, he's got
Pick up your phone.
my.
I got it on
yeah,
my keys, but
Good sandal.
You gotta be kidding me.
This is
No,
the
those
only
are
way
the
to
best
open up
sand-
Richard's beer right now.
That's good.
That's how it had to happen.
So,
Without flip
we
flop.
gotta do the chunking on her.
No,
so
no.
sanitary.
We'll pass it around. Will you shake a sip?
The only time we've ever used Phil's sandals.
Wait, no. Now I gotta see that. Give me one of your tips. I gotta see this.
I want one of those.
We're each taking a little sip.
Don't throw it, because they'll end up in the fire.
Come on, karate man.
We're each taking
You
a
say
little
fuck karate?
I said, come on, karate man.
Karate man?
You gotta have quick reflexes.
Yeah, karate.
There's a cockroach on my heel.
Oh, Jason.
I just felt it.
I don't know. I ruined it.
There are barefooted people
take it.
around here.
Take this.
Like that.
Unless you just like having one shoe.
Take a sip. Richard.
This hasn't been opened yet.
I want to shake the
Here.
This isn't
berry.
the same mix,
Here,
but
film me.
Let me
Take
shake
it.
that
Richard
shit.
would have encouraged
I have
that.
no. I'm cutting with plastic right now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Or should we all shake it?
You have had that
We
bear in
all
your
should
pocket this
shake it.
entire time.
Shake.
Then there won't be anything to drink.
All right, I'll get my thumb in there, and then we all just grab my arm and shake it
So who's known him the longest?
over the fire.
Eric or Phil?
Phil.
Oh,
Me.
yeah.
Phil.
I've known.
Phil takes the
Amanda.
honors of shaking.
Me?
Amanda.
Really?
Amanda, I've known
Amanda
this one
knows
as
who
well.
he is.
Yeah.
I met
it's
him
Amanda.
through Amanda.
Amanda, you take the honors of shaking. Oh, that's a lot.
If you don't want to
Well,
shake
that's
it, I'll
kind of
shake
like
it
how
for
I
you.
met Phil, actually,
Did
because
you
like
learn before?
David knew
before I
Amanda,
did?
and then like
Or was
I-
it
Decide who's
Or
shaking
they
it
would have,
quick,
like,
because it's
because
gonna
I
start.
know
Yeah,
you the
it's gonna
entire
start.
time you and him
It's
were
gonna start doing
dating.
its
The
thing.
way,
Amanda, you gonna grab this? I'll
yes,
film you.
the way I met Richard
we always started
was-
becoming like.
He was retarded in pouring it.
I don't know, he just started hanging out
I
with the
met
group.
Richard
I can't
in
really
PE
pinpoint
class
it.
at
I mean,
Western.
like
He was
just-
there.
and Richard was hanging out with Diego because he was in our class.
I had lunch with Diego a few
Let's
times.
hear this.
Eric,
Never
the,
knew the significance.
Eric the Viking was in PE, but a different PE class.
Oh, well, he
So-
was at Western
Oh,
for
wow,
a
it's
short
much
time that I
colder
didn't
outside.
know him.
So Eric the Viking, me, Diego, and Richard all hung out during PE at Western, and that's how I met Richard, which was like freshman year of high school.
When did you guys start dating?
Like the middle of freshman year.
Really? Wow.
You guys dated for a while.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, that's a long ass time.
Is this how I do it?
Yeah, that's Richard's style right there.
You gotta pass that.
Nope.